Hey guys, this is Victoria and I got another little guide for you. This time we're going to talk about Warspear, which is the Horde capital on Draenor. It's kind of a confusing city, so I'm going to try and show you where everything is so you can find your way around and not be completely lost. First thing you're going to encounter, of course, is going to be the Flight Master. There's a quest from your garrison that'll send you to Ashran, so right around level 90, 91. Then of course you have the Innkeeper, Bartender, and Cooking Trainer. The Innkeeper, you can set a hearth here. You also have a Garrison Hearthstone, which will allow you to go right back to where you were in your garrison questing. The Bartender, of course, sells a few little drinks and snack things that you can use for your character, and then the Cooking Trainer, Guy Fieri, that you can, of course, learn Draenor cooking from. Right outside the inn is the General Goods Vendor, and she has things like your tomes for resetting things. And then she also has a cute little note tacked behind her that I noticed. When you click on it, it is a little note signed by your tune. They'll insert your name. I'm Commander Bataria, and this is my favorite merchant in Warspear. So apparently you gave her an autograph. Kind of cute. So then you have your guild bankers, and your quartermasters. And those guys are all going to be located in another large building just right next to the inn, basically right across from it. You can also get bankers and guild bankers in your garrison later on, so you may not need those guys as much, but the quartermasters are definitely going to be handy for getting all that gear and mounts and cool things, the cool little toys and stuff. And I do have other videos addressing each of those quartermasters that I will link in the description if you're interested in looking at what they actually sell. The Apexis Traders are basically sort of like quartermasters in a way, but they're going to sell you stuff for Apexis crystals that you're going to be collecting through quests from your garrison. The item level 630, 645, and 655 gear. Then of course your challenger, Sunforge, he's going to give you your daily CM challenge and the CM transmog webs. There's also training dummies right next to him, and new that I've never noticed before, there's healing training dummies. I don't think that those existed before. Of course your stable master for hunters, right there with all the Warspear raptors. And then right next to her, also in the troll section, you're going to have the Enchanting Recipes, Enchanting Trainer. And then next to them is also the Inscription Recipes and Inscription Trainer. So all of that stuff in the little troll section of the town. And then the engineering trainer and engineering plans are inside one of the larger goblin buildings. They're working hard on making some machinery in there. Who knows? And then right outside of that building, you've got the blacksmithing trainer and blacksmithing plans, also in the goblin section. And there's a forge there, of course. And then on a little island just north of all of that is the fishing trainer, little goblin guy, and he can teach you how to find fish in Draenor, which of course is going to come in handy for cooking and all that kind of stuff. Outside of one of the buildings is Archaeology fragments. This guy sells some cool stuff that I will actually be addressing in another video. It's related to finding treasures throughout Draenor, which is a really big deal, and I'll talk about it later. Inside that building is the Archaeology trainer, right around the corner from that guy. And I want you to take a look at the calendar behind her, because that's awesome. Okay, then we have in the Undead section of the city, the Herbalism Trainer, and he is right next to the Alchemy Recipes and Alchemy Trainers. And then right next to them is going to be the portal to the Undercity. Of course, this is very important. The only ways to get back to our world of Azeroth is through the portals that are located in Ashran, as far as I know. I guess if you set your Hearthstone, but I don't know why you would. It's really going to be important to have your Hearthstone in Draenor. Maybe not Ashran, but somewhere in Draenor. But anyways, so you've got all those Undercity guys, including your reagents vendor. And then next to them is going to be the Thunder Bluff City section, and that's going to include the auctioneers. And next to them is a little trade goods vendor with all your, threads and dyes and things like that you might need. And then a portal to Thunder Bluff. And then he's also right next to leatherworking patterns, a vendor, a leatherworking trainer, and a skidding trainer. They're all right there in the little Thunder Bluff section. Right, and then you've got your tailoring stuff, which is all in the Blood Elf section, tailoring trainer, tailoring patterns, and then those guys are going to be right outside of the jewel crafting designs and jewel crafting trainers little building. Also Blood Elves. And then the Transmogrifier Void Storage Portal Trainer for the mages, and the Portal to Orgrimmar, probably the most important of the portals, kind of in the central part of Warspear. All these guys are in the same building together. So this is probably the most important thing in Ashran is the Portal to Orgrimmar to get back to everything. And then First Aid. If you are leveling up your first aid, the first aid trainer is right there. And I hope that this guide is going to prove helpful. It's a little confusing when you first get to Ashran to find everything. So hopefully this helps, and I will see you there.